It's a research stream for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on the Nintendo Switch. 2021. Huh. Let's turn that down a little bit. So apparently this game came out in 2021, so I guess this game came out after Scarlet, which is the first Pokemon game I played on this channel. Well, the first mainline Pokemon game I played on this channel. So the plan was to do a research stream for this game and probably give it a couple of hours, see how it compares to Scarlet. My main complaint is that the game was very, 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 very slow in terms of providing, content, at least challenging content. Well, hold on. We got past the prologue, so we get to start the game with a little bit of combat. Why not? I'm not going to complain. Say hello to Nakia, the Pokemon trainer. Let's get Chimchar, who was the only Pokemon I was able... Well, I had 3 Pokemon to choose from at the start of the game. Let's get this one in there. Again, my attacks are always considered consumables, which I always thought was weird. Well, Scratch is super effective. Or regular effective. I thought it was going to be super effective according to what the menu just said. Yeah, it says the Scratch is effective. But yeah, this is the kind of game this is. There's going to be a lot of this for like the next 15 or 20 hours, I assume. Of course, I can't swap out Pokemon either, so... Just going to suck on it and like it, I guess. Don't worry, we're not going to die. I was hoping I would kill him by now. But yeah, this is the level of strategy we have to deal with to get the first part of a Pokemon game, I guess. Done. Oh, I forgot to capture him. Yeah, I probably should have captured him when he was about to die. Oh well, because I wasn't paying attention. So that's how you play Pokemon, kids. you pound on the attack button repeatedly until you finally win. Or run away if things don't go well. How my Pokemon looking? Ugh, I need to heal myself already. And that's what I was afraid of. I have no items. I do like the tilt-shifted look on this game, but... I mean, does it look better than Pokemon Scarlet with the behind-the-shoulder view? I'm kind of iffy on that. So where do I heal myself? Remember, this is a research stream. Oh, is there a map? It's not in an obvious place. Nope. None of the other buttons seem to work. Oh well. Who needs a map? It's a Pokemon game. Where you're gonna get lost in a Pokemon game? I don't know where to save my game, which is the other problem. Yeah, Escape's got an autosave going on. So I can't go that way, but that place I just went to, the little meadow, is probably where I could start farming some more Pokemon. So I'll go back a bit later and see what's up. I guess Game Freak did this game too, huh? I think they did. Nope, ILCA. They did... What was the other game they worked on? Yeah, they worked on the One Piece Odyssey game that I just played. It was a turn-based RPG that I played about a couple of days ago. I will be selling it immediately. I played, what was it, I played like 2.5, 3 hours of it. It's kind of late. Oh. They tell you how to play the game. That's good to know. Not much else beyond that, though. I can't sleep here. So how do I get my health back? My Pokemon needs to rest up. Where do I feed it? Maybe I missed something in the prologue. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a whole harem of Pokemon. Harem is probably the wrong one. Hoping to get a whole crew of Pokemon. Harem. I wonder where that came to mind. Harem of Pokemon. I think the appropriate term. Let's get a zoo. I want a zoo of Pokemon. It will fight for me. Where is the next town, by the way? You probably found a Mewtwo and wound up dead. Yeah. I'm not, yeah, snow is for kids. Adults have, like, places to be. In old creaky bones. I remember the day I started hating snow. It was the day when I got snowed in the subway station because the buses stopped running. Yeah, technology's amazing, kids. You can play online with people who have friend codes. I mean, if you want to play Pokemon with other human beings, go right ahead. I'm not going to judge. I'll be over here playing Skyrim. Aren't all the... I mean, the kids aren't playing Elden Ring yet, are they? I hope not. I hope they're not playing Elden Ring. Although Elden Ring, if you're like a 12-year-old who's finally, you know, coming into their own, you want to play some more hardcore video games, Elden Ring's a more approachable game than most. Like, it's more approachable than Skyrim, believe it or not. But I still think Skyrim's probably the game. Well, although Elden Ring doesn't have an easy, doesn't have a difficulty selector. You know what I mean? Yep, that's me. I'm a trainer. That's a pretty big TV for a kid. Why is the kid such a fat screen? That's like a 40-incher. What's a kid gonna do playing? Why is the kid playing a Nintendo Switch on a 40-inch screen? Okay. So is my Pokemon rested? No, it's not. So I can rest in this bed, but my Pokemon's not rested. Yeah, my Pokemon's not rested. That sucks. I mean, I wasn't expecting, like, the next Elden Ring here. I guess I was expecting a bit more to do. But remember, these are I guess it's like the first couple of Dragon Warrior games, I guess. They're chill after work. They're chill after school games. Not, like, hardcore, like, you know, Residents of Fate. I mean, yeah, if you were, like, a younger player, like, I remember, like, obviously I broke my teeth on games like Final Fantasy if I had a strategy guide from Nintendo Power. So, I mean, it's a different vibe. Like, I wouldn't want a kid to play Final Fantasy unless they had an adult with them, because it's too hard to make sense of where to go and what to do. So you would need a strategy guide. Naruto, huh? Sorry, wrong anime. How do I heal my Pokemon? It's driving me nuts. Maybe I can just avoid fights. Whoop. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is not gonna go well. Yeah, I have no health. Got away safely. I need a place to heal my Pokemon is the problem. Trainer tips. Yeah, I get to press the A button and I get to press the A button to communicate with every NPC until the story advances. Yeah, where's my house? I'm trying to rest up my Pokemon. I don't know where it is. I can't cross this. Uh-oh, more gated content. So how am I supposed to heal myself? Yes, I know that. I don't have a... Oh, thank you. Jeez. Alright, so let's save the game here. There's only one game save, huh? Okay, but again... Okay, so I was hoping I could save my... I was hoping I could rest my Pokemon. I already beat you up already. Guess I should have stole it earlier. Yeah, I should have trapped it earlier. Actually, I can't trap Pokemon yet, can I? Yeah, I don't have any way to capture them, I don't think. Let's try a couple of things. I got to heal myself first so we can have a little fun. Put it in the big bump bump. TMS pocket. Is it a pocket that has like Akira in it? Use this item. Okay, full heal. Well, I'm glad I had that. It would have been nice to know where I can save my game. Where do I save my freaking game? I understand that. Well, will people give me, like, the ability to save a game? That would be nice. Yeah, I'm hoping you can't get lost. Oh, what do you know? A dead end. No, oh, it's a one-way jump. Like in Zelda, Link to the Past. This is just a place to farm Pokemon, but I can't save my No, I can't rest my Pokemon. I can't get past the trees. Yeah, So where do I go? I mean, again, you can't get lost in a Pokemon game, but where do you even go from here? Yeah, how do I save? Well, I know how to save, so how do I heal my Pokemon? I'm pretty sure I already went to all these. I was worried this is gonna happen. I start playing a Pokemon game and I immediately get stuck. The game won't tell me where to go. Yeah, there's no other place on the map I can go to. Everything's blocked. Unless I have to go back to where I was. So fresh, so clean. That's my house. I mean, it's 2021. Why does this game feel like a Game Boy game that got remastered? Yeah, it actually might be. But with this name implies that it's a new Pokemon. It's a new iteration on the Pokemon series. But which of these games are actually good? I mean, in my opinion, the only good Pokemon games are the spin-offs. Like, well, Pokemon Snap might be decent. Pokemon Puzzle League is the best N64 game I've ever played. Might be the best Game Boy game I've ever played. I mean, it's Tetris Attack. They just put a Pokemon label on it. Rescue Team seems more interesting than this. Like, the mainline Pokemon games just seem incredibly lame. So again, how do I get to the next town? Everything seems to be sealed off. Obviously, I can't swim. So is there a way to get over that bridge? No, it's not a bridge. Yeah, that one-way thing I went through. Yeah, it's that one-way thing I just visited. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, this one-way thing. How do I get over it? Help! Okay, so what do they want me to do? I can't explore anywhere else. All I can do is just kill Pokemon. Yeah, I went home, but I couldn't rest. Yeah, it wouldn't respawn. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, that's how. Duh. Okay, I'm an idiot. So that's how you get up north. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Tell you what. I'm gonna find a resting spot and then we'll start farming. Can I avoid all these guys? Okay. I'm gonna run away from the fights until I can get to a resting spot. So let's do that. This is a one-way drop. Yep. That's a shortcut. They don't have to go through the grass. There we go. So that's how I got out of that. Okay, so that's what I needed to do. I'm fairly certain you can make a halfway decent Pokemon game with RPG Maker. I'm sure you don't want to waste time fiddling with the game builder garages to make a game like this, though. But I'm sure you could. Oh, what was the name? I guess I could. Chimchar. We'll keep that name. For now. I guess we'll change it. I guess we'll change it later. I don't care. We'll see what's up. We've only fought in one fight. We ran away from all the other fights. I guess that's the bond you're talking about. I do kind of like these these super deformed characters. But again, I'm sort of curious how I feel about the art style in general. But yeah, if you had, again, it's the Animal Crossing look, so... If you don't want to go... I mean, if you're going to make a HD Pokemon game, I guess this is the reason. This is a reasonable way to get one out on the Switch. So if you want to crap out an HD Pokemon game for the Switch, well, this is how you're going to do it, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's a zoologist. I mean, I'm gonna throw up my leg when I meet a Pokemon or anything, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm sure some people still gonna throw up their leg when they play Pokemon games. I don't know what to tell you. After 60 years, the only thrill I'd be feeling would be Pokemon Puzzle Week, but I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that Arceus Pokemon game doesn't suck. Can I steal the sweets? Can't steal anything from here, that sucks. Oh well. Okay, so let me know where I can heal my Pokemon. Ooh, there we go. Now I get the Pokedex. There we go. Yeah, Kanto, Japan. The Kanto Plain is where Tokyo and most of the people in Japan live. I think it's part of that whole, like, megalopolis that stretches from north of Tokyo all the way down to, not the Miyazaki Prefecture, the island where Miyazaki Prefecture is. Kyushu, I believe it's called. Like that, actually, well, technically it probably doesn't extend all the way down there, but most people in Japan live along the Pacific coast, which makes sense. This is one of the few areas of flat land, like the Kanto Plain. It's apparently one of the few areas of flat land in the entire archipelago. Like arable land. So that's where most of the people wound up living. Can you show me how to heal my Pokemon? I mean, that's really what I need at this point. It's the Red Roof Inn. There we go. It's probably the Pokemon Center. Yeah, that's where I go. Thank you. Jeez. At least I can finally do that. Yeah, I don't care. I just want to hoard my zoo of Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not telling them nothing. I shouldn't have wasted that potion earlier, huh? Well, I guess I can get another potion at some point. I might not need another potion ever again if I play my cards right. Jeez, it's like 99 degrees outside. They're killing me, Smalls. I've been inside all day. Between two fans, I've been doing okay with the AC on, but... Can't even imagine stepping outside right now. How much is this? Okay, that's quite a bit of money. So that probably cost $300. Called it. So they aren't that expensive. I have to see how much money I make. There we go. I definitely need to capture some Pokemon. Hold on. Let me just try one. I'll come back for more. Okay, so now I can start stealing Pokemon. Thank you, come again. Alright, so let's see if I can snag one of these doofuses. Of course, I gotta whittle them down, you know how it is. Okay, I didn't make you sit through the farming that I just did for Pokemon. So I managed to snag a couple of more Pokemon to add to my crew. Got a Starly here, which is apparently a normal type. It's a normal flying type. Yeah, normal flying type. And the Bidoof here is a normal... So this is a normal type. Fine. Can I switch between the two like this? Wait. I switched out of it. How did I switch out of that? I didn't mean to do that. Here we are. Okay. But like sour food, that matters. Stats. Can we switch Pokemon from here? You press up and down the D-pad. Okay, that's fine. That sounds like the dying music for the Ninja Turtles arcade game. Yeah, it sounds like the... Yeah, when the turtle dies, the stars fly around his head and he loses a life. Yeah, I'm going to call it that. Physical attack in which the user charges and slams to the target, whatever. I have plenty of these. So I need to use these. I need to use these characters so that they can level up and get some more skills. It's a Pokemon game. Now, if I want to if I want to snag some more Pokemon, I'm gonna need to grab some more Pokeballs because they're consumables. I only saw these two Pokemon in the area. Back in the area that I just left, there are only 2 Pokemon you can grab apparently. So let's grab a couple more balls for later. I don't earn money apparently by winning any fights. I don't want to buy a bunch of Pokeballs. So I'm probably going to spend the next hour playing this game and never touch it again. Try to get it out of my system. Like, so I'm sure there are people who have made videos where they explain the differences between all the Pokemon games. I've only played 2 regular Pokemon games. This one and Pokemon Scarlet. And I'm worried that these games are just kind of like... I'm worried, basically, that these games are all basically the same, except for a few very, very minor differences. And they're all stupid expensive, which is my other problem with this franchise, is that I can't think of a single Pokemon game that costs less than $30. And these games don't seem like... These games just don't seem that interesting to me, so I can't imagine spending $30 just to find out if I like them or not. I'm not paying attention to what this kid's saying, by the way. What? Oh, fine. Screw you, kid. I'm trying to make progress in this Pokemon game. Oh, well, I guess it's a very linear adventure. I don't know what to tell you. So, again, I've been meaning to play Pokemon games for at least a decade. I never got around to them because I never got a chance to rent them when they were new. So the only way to play them is to, like, spend like $30 or $40. Ooh, look at that. That's an antidote. And I don't want to spend $30 on a Pokemon game if I'm not going to like it. Like, I played Animal Crossing for free, the Switch game. I'm never going to play that game again. I might tool around with the DS game or the Wii game, but apparently those games weren't good either. So I guess what I really want Nintendo to do is just make a Stardew Valley-like game, because Animal Crossing is not that game. And it's unfortunate. Yeah, grind up those Pokemon. I know that's semantics. I know. So I have to go back to town and tell my mom that I'm leaving on a Pokemon adventure? Yeah, I'm Nakia from the River Tribe. Fine. This place sucks. You guys got any loot? Got anything I can steal? Yeah, I knew that. Thanks. What, no Roblox on here? No Temtem? Guess I can't sleep in this bed. Or this bed. So where does the kid sleep? Do you two just sleep together? In different beds? I don't know what the situation is. I'm just going to back away slowly. Everyone has the same 43-inch flat screen in this world, apparently. Again, I just thought it was hilarious that Nakia and a couple of other people in this town have a Nintendo Switch and they're playing on these fat 43-inchers. Again, I've played what was that game I played? I played that Darius game, that Darius Another Chronicle game, on my 4K TV behind me. It's the 43-incher. Actually, I think it's a 30. I want to say it's a 40-incher. I lost count. I don't think I have the box anymore. But that 4K TV, I did play a Nintendo Switch game on there once, because again, it was a Darius game, so it seemed appropriate to play it on a television. Especially a widescreen. Like, it seemed appropriate to play a game like Darius on a fat screen, but turns out it wasn't that big of a deal. So I have to run all the way back home, talk to Mom. Haha, no one interrupted me. So I didn't get attacked by any wild Pokemon. Of course, it would have been clones of the Pokemon I already stole. Typical strategy applies here. You fight a Pokemon, you whittle it down to like, what, a quarter of its health, something like that. And then you whip out a Pokeball, and then if it's sufficiently weak, it'll get captured. That's basically all you need to know. Where's the Pokeball? So again, these are consumables. So you whip it out. I didn't know I bought 5 of them. I guess I bought 3 of them. I forgot I had 2 from earlier. So you whip it out, and you snag the Pokemon. It's no big deal. Not much to say about that. I mean, to the extent that there is a strategy, that is the strategy. You have to go home. So my home is down here. Is that Nick Cannon? Yes, Nick Cannon. Yeah, they're showing, what is it? They're showing Fast 9, which is from 2021. They're showing Fast 9, the Fast and the Furious movie, on free TV, which I think is amusing. And they're showing Hobbs and Shaw on Tubi TV, which I think that one came before. I think Hobbs and Shaw came out in 2019, I think. Not really terribly interested in any of these movies. But I am sort of fascinated by how much of a phenomenon they became over the last decade. Strangely enough, they didn't spawn a whole lot of car driving movies. Like a lot of like the Italian Job remake came out in 2003, and that was decent. But I guess they figured, like, I remember Torque came out in the late 90s. I think it was like the early 2000s is when Torque came out, which they were actually showing on Tubi TV, and I think it was in June of 2023. Torque is not a good movie, but it's a movie that has a lot of it. You can tell the people who made it are pretty skilled in terms of they can work with a budget. So if you gave Joseph Kahn a Fast and the Furious budget, you'd probably do fine. But they got Justin Lin to make it instead. In fact, I was gonna watch the rest of Kong vs. Godzilla later on. That's a film that probably cost like $300 million to make. Like half of the film is basically all animation. Like, obviously there are live action. There are shots where, they shoot actors in a. They aren't even shooting actors in a green screen. It's like there are shots that take place, in live action, but half of the images in that movie have to be animated. So in other words, I mean, there are several shots in that film that are entirely animated. They look photorealistic, obviously, but when you consider the fact that every skyscraper, like Godzilla and King Kong are fighting inside of a city, like a neon-colored skyline, and every building there is fake. So we have the money now to make completely photorealistic animation, so it's not even an issue anymore. And no one says a word. Obviously the complaint, what? But yeah, it's gotten to the point now where human beings are just sort of there to kind of like set the tone. But they aren't necessary to tell the story because no one's there to see the humans. They're there to see, the cartoon, the photorealistic special effects. Get thrown into photorealistic buildings. And get shot by photorealistic helicopters and airplanes. With photorealistic explosions. So that's where we are. That's video games. Time to go to Jub Life City. Jub Life. Flip it from the front to back. The coolness contest, the beauty contest, the cuteness contest, the cleverness contest, and the toughness contest. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're going to not Jub Life, Juby Life. What you know about that Juby Life? So we'll just save here. So 3 out of 6 Pokemon. So we won't be able to farm any Pokemon here. We have to go to another section of the map to do that. And hopefully the NPC that's blocking me will get out of my way for this next part. Oh yeah, do I have to heal my Pokemon? Well, we'll save here. The game does auto-save every time you go into a building, apparently, so I'm not going to complain about that. How are my Pokemon? Okay, so we'll snag a couple more Pokemon before we end the video. This might be like an hour video, then we'll make a separate video, but I'm not really terribly interested in playing a whole lot of this. What? I already spoke to my mom. You going to leave me alone now? Yes, I do. I got 2 already. Let's just demonstrate for all the kids who weren't paying attention. Remember, you didn't see me do it when I wasn't recording commentary. So now they're going to show, now I get to show you what I did not show you before this half of the video. Again, I already know how to do this, so the game's just explaining how it works. Can I capture that Tutwig? I need one of those. Got that dumb Angus Young hat from AC/DC, but I'll take it. You got 25 Pokeballs, huh? Did it specifically say how much health the Pokemon has to lose before you can capture him? But that's established. I mean, I knew that, but anyway. That's how it's done. Yep, you should have lowered the HP some more, but anyway. They get easier to catch if you make one of your Pokemon put them to sleep. That's cool. Maybe I can stun them. Ooh, more Pokeballs. That way I have a better shot at meeting more Pokemon, okay. But again, I'm not going to play this game for very long. In a way, I just kind of want to get these games out of my system, so I kind of know the differences between them. I do want to come back and play the Fire Rescue Team, like the Rescue Team Pokemon, the Mystery Dungeon, all those Mystery Dungeon games I definitely want to play. I have a very unusual affinity for Mystery Dungeon games. You know, the Sheeran clones. Sheeran the Wanderer clones. How many Pokeballs do I have? Because I bought too many. Yeah, I bought too many. So I should not have bought those Pokeballs from earlier. So did he give me like 20 or did he give me all 25 and I just maxed out? So I wasted a whole bunch of money on Pokeballs. Of course, I can always sell them. That was slightly disappointing that I wasted all that time and money on that crap. Well, don't need this. So who's going to level up? Yeah, I mean, okay, did they all level up? I don't remember. Yeah, Starly's not going to last, I don't think. Keynote from other Pokemon from normal. Well, that doesn't matter to me. So do I lose a turn if I swap? We'll find out in a second. Yeah, definitely a Ninja Turtle death music. Ninja Turtle arcade death music. Guess we'll go tackle. It's not super effective, but I'll take it. I don't have much health, so I do need to fight with this character, unfortunately. What? I'm probably gonna have to start running away from fights. I'm not gonna harvest Pokemon from these guys. So we get to practice with them all, I guess. But again, this is what passes for strategy in a Pokemon game. At least what I've played of them. Like, I just think it takes too long to actually get to any rewarding battles. Assuming there are any in the game. Because apparently the most rewarding part of this franchise is just, you know, gathering Pokemon, just kind of seeing where they are and where to find them. That's what it feels like, anyway. So we have to just start running away from fights. So we have to fight. Yep. So we have to fight. So can I steal this Pokemon? I already have a Starly. And I can't run from this fight, I bet. Oh well. I'm not completely healed either. Let's just burn him. Go burn him. Kill it with fire. He's a level 5. He's a level 5 Starly. I think we'll be fine. But he's not burnt. And by the way, if you cast Ember on a Pokemon and then you capture it, it will stay burned even after you capture it, which I think is kind of amazing. So you do have to heal it at some point. But I don't need another Starly. Although I guess it's a higher level Starly than the one I have, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea to capture it. Or then it's just a waste of money. Yeah, suck on it, kid. That's right. Doing your stupid backwards cap. Is that gonna stop being a thing? Because I kind of got the impression it should have stopped being a thing in the 80s. And it just won't go away. Now what? I'm trying to... Never mind, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home and heal my Pokemon. It's a bonny wee lass Natalie. And with another Pokemon I already have. There's no reason for me to steal this one. What do we got? Burn it with fire. I'll take that. It's a level 3. It's kind of trash. I can't kill him with this one, right? Yeah, I did kill him. I'll take that. That was a crit. So again, that's the combat for a Pokemon game. Let's just be completely honest here. You could probably spit it. You could probably, about to send out Bidoof. No, we'll keep this one. You could probably emulate this combat using some Python code in about maybe like 10 minutes. It's not terribly. It's basic logic for a It's basic logic. You know, you hit him with it. You choose an attack, and you decrement the number of uses from the counter. So I'm sure you could do it. But part of me feels like there should be more to this than just pressing the fight button repeatedly. And he's dead. He's burned and dead. We'll take it. So I should get all my hit points back because I leveled up, right? You suck, Nat. You suck, Natalie. Trainer tips. Oh, okay. So I might want to grind up. But that's again the problem. It's the whole Valkyrie profile thing where it's like you gain experience points just by being on the team. But if you want to gain a lot of experience points, you have to participate in the fight. So there is that. So let's rest the Pokemon. So there are no Pokemon here that I want to harvest. Maybe later I'll be able to harvest some more. But that's what I was afraid of. These. Again, everyone has to start somewhere. So I am curious. Like, if you want a good game to start out with, maybe Chrono Trigger. I can't go behind the stairs. Get out the way, lady. Yeah, it's probably a fast travel. Lets me go to different parts of the map. So where are we now? Oh, okay, so I can't make any cosmetic appearance. I can't change my appearance here. No one's, well, unless I'm in an apartment. I'm not trying to steal anyone's internet. So let's see what we got. No, I don't want to interact with anyone else. I'm an antisocial trainer. Coliseum's not ready yet, so I can't fight other Pokemon in like random skirmishes, I guess. That's, I mean, this game costs like $40, $50. Not the least bit interested in this. Like, part of me feels like I could be playing, again, for a kid who wants to play a game like this. It feels like, I think that, well, if you don't want them to go online, so a free-to-play game probably wouldn't be necessary. There's your map. What is this? What is this? Clash at Demon Head? But I do like the little subway-looking map here with all the right angles and everything. I do think that's kind of amusing. I mean, if nothing else, the Pokemon games would be like a good starting point for people who want to practice, you know, people who want to practice coding, like something that doesn't require, you don't have to worry about physics. It's literally just basic math, basic algebra. So if you're like a middle schooler, maybe like a young teenager, you're thinking you might want to practice coding, see if you can do like a text-based version of Pokemon. You don't need graphics. You just need to be able to show numbers, choose, you know, commands from a menu, decrement the number of uses, and set up the math that determines how much damage an attack does. So that could be a summertime's over, but that would actually be a perfect summer project for a young developer who wants to practice, you know, their coding competency, you know? Because, again, it's mainly about figuring out, you know, what commands you want to choose and what the outcome should be and how you want the outcomes to be calculated. Let's show them our progress. I'd be afraid of going to the toilet. That's the only place I'm able to find them usually, other than, that's the only place I'm able to find them other than trainers fighting me, just randomly. Wish a trainer would. It's me, they just roll up on me like, hey, you can't pass here unless you fight me. Like it's the Warriors or something. Like gangsters on this corner. Like, this is our corner. This is our turf. Don't mess with me. This is our turf. It's like Pokemon Go with like actual human beings. This is our turf. I already saved my game, right? Yeah, so my Pokemon are recharged. I was expecting a day-night cycle, but it'll do. I mean, when the next version of the Switch comes out, they'll probably make a game that looks about as good as, say, oh, I don't know, Mario Kart 8. But again, it's like, why even bother investing a bunch of, you know, time and resources in making a really good-looking version of Pokemon? None of the people who play these games care about the graphics. They just care about the art style. As long as the graphics are like this is not a great-looking game, but it looks okay. It looks better than like a 3DS game would. It looks a lot cleaner, so there is that. Oh, a Shinx. Let me burn it. Actually, I can't burn it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I killed it! Wow, wasn't expecting that. I guess it was too effective. I was trying to capture it. Oh well. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. A Chimchar's going to be kind of overpowered after a while, but start to learn a quick attack. So what's the quick attack involved? I did want to capture that. Oh well. Got a lot of hit points in this game. I didn't save my game either. I probably should have done that. That's a one-way drop. I understand that. So let's see what the skill was that I learned. Starly. Quick attack. Makes sense. This move always goes first. Okay. That works. So I can swap out if I want to start a battle with Starly instead of Chimchar. Again, depends on who I'm fighting. So now that I've beaten that Pokemon trainer over the head... Whoops. There we go. Made it out. So now I can't... So once you beat them, then they'll let you pass. Again, not great. Not exactly great storytelling here. Young Master Logan Paul sends out a Shinx. And like I said, I can always one-shot him, but we'll see how it goes. We'll capture him. Hey, no fear intimidating. Yeah, quick attack. Well, I'll need a quick attack. Because we're fighting an enemy that's likely to... If you're fighting... Wow. If you're fighting an enemy that has a high priority attack, you might want a quick attack to interrupt them. So that you can attack before they attack you. Thunder! Thunder! Yeah, that was super effective. Against a flying Pokemon, it shouldn't be effective. We're not going to talk about the science of Pokemon. Try the doof. So I'm going to take a shot to the face as soon as he shows up. So maybe I have to run back to town because these trainers interrupted me. Yeah, Gronk's not gonna matter. He's just hitting me. He's like a Pikachu hitting me with thunder. Whoop! That was an interruption attack. I'm gonna have to switch. Okay, this went poorly. It's like a boss. It's like a mini boss. Okay, y'all suck. Let's bring on a real Pokemon. It's not gonna do its time. Hopefully we won't die this time. He died. Oh well, we'll try. We'll farm it. We'll farm it another time. So now I have to run back to town and recharge my Pokemon. Or I could just use my, potions and such. I'm trying to save those for later when I have to really hoof it over a long distance. So these gatekeepers here are preventing me from making progress. So once I beat them, see, I got some money there. Once I beat them, then I can worry about getting past them. Now I have to run back to town. Can I beat her again? Yep. Oh well, guess I can't hand her another L. So yeah, this is a Pokemon game. That's you've basically just got the Pokemon experience in about an hour. So there's a lot of this, unfortunately. So if I am going to grind, I'm not going to make you sit through it. But I kind of want to give you some idea about what the pace of the game is early on. But yeah, not really that interested. It is Monday, so, well, I'm not watching anything. Football doesn't start until Sunday, then we're going to have to park myself. And that usually means playing, like, Warframe or whatever. I'll probably break out the Switch version of... Actually, no. I have to break out the PS4. Depending on the weather. If it's really hot, I'll use the Switch. But if it's a moderate temperature, then I'll be able to break out the PS4 and do some grinding and puzzle quests, most likely. I'm not going to capture this. We're going to run away from this fight. So we can run away from this fight, but if we see a new Pokemon, then we'll try and hoard it. We'll try and steal it. Like this guy. We don't want a Starly out there fighting a Shinx, unfortunately. Swap it out. So Chimchar's going to take a hit to the face, unfortunately. Yeah, I can absorb one tackle, that's fine. We shouldn't kill him, but we should take off half his health, I think. Okay, so we'll give him one more attack. Then we'll snag him. Okay, now we can snag him. He's almost dead. Which is part of the challenge, I guess, is figuring out how to do just enough damage, but not too much. Which is kind of weird. Press the X button to use your Pokeball. And this enemy's almost dead, so we're going to be able to capture it, I say. Easy. Shinx. Another electric type, so I'll take that. So I finally got my Pikachu. We could just rename it Pikachu if we wanted to. I'm not giving anyone any nicknames, so I know what I'm doing. Then once I'm able to recognize them, then yeah. Let's see. Of course, he's almost dead, so we'll see how it goes. And eventually I'll run out of space, so I'll have to throw some of them inside of a Pokemon zoo. I can't carry them with me at that point. The music seems alright. So I guess this game gives me a solid C+ vibe as far as the visuals and the audio visuals. Pokemon games have never been known for their stunning visuals ever. They basically prove that some of the most popular games don't need like high-end visuals. They just need like a decent art style and reasonably compelling gameplay, which I don't know. Of course, that has nothing to do with Pokemon. I mean, the games look charming. That's always been the thing. There's a charm to them that holds up over time. It's just the gameplay to me is just kind of charmless. The story and the gameplay are just kind of charmless. They are games that you played when you were young because your parents allowed you to play them. But they never feel to me like games that were, you know, worth playing. Okay, so there is a day-night cycle. Give me the loot. So I accidentally used one potion earlier, so now I got one for free. Jubilife. Naruto! Yeah, so let's go see Naruto. Hopefully he's not hanging out in the bathhouse. Do you know much about Pokemon? Yeah, I've played Mystery Dungeon, Snap, Puzzle Challenge. Yeah, I mean, if I can be bothered. They got Lounge Jazz. Now we can rest the Pokemon here. I don't think we needed to do that anymore, but we're gonna see if we can snag a couple more Pokemon before we end the video. I want to get a full deck, a full Pokedeck. Ruin someone's PC. We're just gonna hack someone's PC. We don't need that. Fine. So I guess I'm someone. I am somebody. So you run with the left stick and you walk with the D-pad. That's fine, I guess. Not interested in trading. I'm not interested in talking to people about Pokemon. Unless they're talking about Puzzle League. Then I'll happily talk about Puzzle League. Yeah, again, I like being able to talk about games like this on this channel. Because even if I don't like them, I like kind of trying to wrestle with them. See what all the fuss is about, you know what I mean? I delivered the parcel, huh? Believe it. You got a town map, that's what's up. Well, he's gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. Get lost, kid. See you, Naruto. All your video games suck. You just became a trainer. What do I have to do? I have to read? What kind of game do you think this is? Colorful binders full of Pokemon. Fine, whatever. Well, it usually involves grinding, if I'm being honest. Garbage. Why am I in here again? Fine, can I steal your Pokemon at the end of the fight? School kid Harrison. Alright, Harrison Ford. It's coming up. I guess it's pre-evolution Mewtwo, I guess. Level 6, though. This could go poorly. Have to switch out at some point. This will not go well. Ow! And of course, it's super effective against the flying Pokemon, I guess. So I guess I use the Growl for reasons. Garbage. Well, not that it matters. It's hitting me with freaking lightning. Let's see what the Shinx can do. He's electric too, so maybe I'll save me some trouble. Deals more damage to Pokemon of the same gender. So it's chivalrous, so it does less damage to ones of the opposite gender, huh? Well, we're both electric. Let's see what happens. Actually, what's the gender of the one I'm fighting? I know this game has a gender binary. We're not going to talk about that. It's a mechanic in this game, kind of like in Final Fantasy Tactics. Hey! Why did I take so much damage? Well, I'm not very strong at this point. Let's do a tackle and see what happens. Okay, he's going to get a chance to attack first. Oh, and I dodged it. Haha. Guess I got to be strong enough. Guess swap out. I don't think the Chimchar is going to help. And he gave up. No, I gave up. I'm only fighting one dude, though, right? He's going to shock me, too. Yep, okay, this is not going to go well. I say we bounce. Yeah, that was a waste of time. That was definitely a waste of time. So I'll take another shot to the face as soon as this guy shows up. It's a shame, really. Let's see how much damage I can take. Yeah, a decent amount, I guess. So against fire, I guess I need water. Actually, no, against electricity, I think I might need an earth Pokemon, like a Geodude or something. This will not be super effective. So I avoided the attack. Okay, we might be able to trap him now. Actually, no, I'm not allowed to capture him. Okay, fine. Screw it. Just punch him in the face. Ow! Bastard. Sad, what do you think this is going to work? So I'll take a shot to the face and probably die. I think I'm in over my head at this point. Yeah, this won't kill me, but it's still going to hurt. It did kill me. It's not very effective, but I am dead. It was a critical hit that somehow wasn't effective. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I kind of want to bounce out of here. This is not going to go well. Yeah. I think we're going to have to bounce. Yeah, these guys might kill me here. Yep. Alright, so I'll take the L. He didn't even bother to tackle me. If he has other attacks, they clearly don't matter. Yeah, let's take another shot to the face. We can call it a day. Can't run from a trainer battle, so I guess I'm going to die here. Waves his defense stat. Yeah, amazing how well that's going to work. So really, this is not a good matchup. 1 versus 4. And I gave $64 to the winner. Well, so I'll call it. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on the Nintendo Switch, played from a cartridge. Recorded the audio with my Skull Candy earbuds into the quad-core Windows 10 laptop using the J5 Create USB-C capture device, capturing at 60 frames a second. Duh, we're cutting it to 30. It's a Pokemon game. Give me a break. This is video number 1. We might come back and play another hour of this. I don't know. I doubt it.